All right, my hair knocking them out of the park. I'm getting them old man grays on the side. Anyway, this is what you're gonna need, and this is subjective and this is subjective. If you don't like regular pepperoni, use turkey pepperoni. Use reduced fat pepperoni, reduced sodium pepperoni. Up to you. Cheese. I just happen to have Colby pepper jack cheese here. Okay? You could use regular pepper jack, you could use cheddar cheese, you could use American cheese, you could use regular jack cheese, you could use Monterey jack cheese. Cheese and pepperoni. This is the anti-pizza. First thing you want to do, take your pepperoni, hope it doesn't jump around, and place it in groups of 4. This is a flat top, and it's greasy because I already made one of these, and a quesadilla, but the greasier the flat top, the better. Anyway, place it in groups of 4, relatively close to one another. That one's kind of thin, so it's going to get an extra piece of pepperoni. Alright. Now that you have your pepperoni in groups of 4, and you got some left over, you gotta eat that. So, you then take your cheese. Imagine that, I got 4 slices of cheese left. Pull the paper out. Place that piece of cheese right over the top of those 4 pieces of pepperoni. It's mostly covered. And you'll see the pepperoni starting to sizzle. I don't know about you, but when I eat pizza, I like some burnt pepperoni on it. We got little nobody on the camera.
Hi.
Hello. You'll see the cheese is starting to fry over top of the pepperoni that's frying. Goodness. Once the edges start to get a little bit brown, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure that you can still, because the edges will stick. It's got to be a little bit crispier than this before you flip it, but you just got to show it a little bit of love around the edges. Keep everything alright. Check back on it in just a second when it's ready to flip. Alright, good and crunchy around the edges, and as you see, you can put the spatula right underneath of it. Got to be careful to not knock the pepperoni off, and flip. Spatula right underneath of it, and flip. And yes, this is greasy, and I'm sure that your cardiologist will tell you this is not good for you. But if you're fat and you're trying to get skinny, this doesn't have any carbohydrates. Anyway, you can see, look down in here, all those little crispy bits of cheese. And you're going to let it fry like that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 more minutes, depending on your heat setting. I like to use medium on a preheated pan. Anyway, what they're going to look like. Pick it up, let it drip a little, put it on the cutting board. Pick it up, put it on the cutting board. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You're going to want to move the pan so the grease doesn't smoke.
It's warm.
That's hot, don't touch that. So this is what you get. These little bits of cheese right here, they give you the same sensation of pizza crust, and they even cut the same. So you take your knife,
Ah.
and it's crunchy
And warm.
and you are left with this. And if you look at it, okay, it's got depth between the cheese and the pepperoni, like a little thin crust pizza. Okay, you've got nice and fried cheese with pepperoni. And guess what?
It's tasty.
Oh my God. Yeah. Little nobody's gonna have one.
Mmm.
And that concludes zero carbohydrate anti-pizza.